my dear students. Welcome again. This is Miss May Badr, your English teacher. We will continue studying Connect 4. Today, we are going to study Unit 3, Lesson 2. Please make sure that you bring your books to all our sessions. You should also bring along papers and a pen. That's all you need to enjoy our lessons together. So let's begin. What plants grow in Egypt? Can you tell me? Yes, cotton, rice, tomato, cucumber. Well done. Now, let's open page 46 in your books. We are going to talk about habitats. Can you define the word habitat? Take your time. A habitat is the place where an animal or plant lives. Very good. Now, look at these pictures. What can you see? Let's read about the habitats and label each of the pictures. Agriculture habitat, farmers work here, they grow food for us to eat. يبقى البيئة اللي بنتكلم عليها دي اسمها البيئة الزراعية. Agricultural habitat. Rivers and lakes. Plants near rivers and lakes need a lot of water. Desert habitat. The desert هي الصحراء. There is not much rain here. Plants that live in the desert don't need a lot of water. Very good. Now, let's look at the pictures and write down the habitats. Number 1. Is it agricultural habitat? بيئة زراعية كلها زرع ولا rivers and lakes ولا desert habitat? So, number 1 is the desert. Very good. Number 2 is the rivers and lakes. And the last one is the agricultural habitat. Very good, my dear boys and girls. Now, let's look at exercise number 2. Where do these plants live? Complete the table. Let's read together. Lotus flower, tamarisk, bean plant, reed, acacia, orange tree. Let's repeat one more time. Lotus flower, tamarisk, bean plant, reed, acacia, orange tree. Very good. Now, let's look together at the table. We are going to sort the plants according to their habitats. River or lake, agricultural, and the desert. عايزاكوا عشان نعمل الاكسرسايز ده نبص على الصور. الصور هتقول لنا إذا كان البلانت ده بيكبر في الديزرت في الصحراء أو في agricultural environment or agricultural habitat or بيكبر في rivers and lakes. Now, let's look at number 1. The first one, river or lake. The lotus flower, of course. What else? Which plant grows by the river or the lake? Very good. The reed. ونخلي بالنا read هنا مش read to read a book. read اللي هي معناها نقرا دي R-E-A-D، لكن دي R-E-E-N-D. الريد كمان بيكبر على الجوانب بتاعت الريفر. طيب let's go to the agricultural. Which plant grows in the agricultural habitat? Very good. The bean plant. And the orange tree. يبقى فاضل عندنا the desert. Which plants grow in the desert? Very good. The acacia and also the tamarisk. I'm so proud of you. Very good. Now, let's look at exercise number 3. All of us, exercise number 3. Work with a partner, discuss these questions. Question number 1, where do you live? Question number 2, is where you live a desert or agricultural habitat? Is there a river or a lake? Number 3, which plants grow where you live? Who can answer these questions? Okay, I will answer the questions. For example, I can say, I live in Giza. Number 2, I don't live in a desert or agricultural habitat. I live in the city. Yes, there is a river. I can see the river Nile, for example, from my apartment or from any place. Number 3, some plants grow where I live. We grow plants in our balcony. We have a basil plant and a cactus. Very good, my dear boys and girls. Let's open together page 47 and look at the pictures. Page 47. Exercise 4. Look and say. Compare the daisy and the rose. Compare the rose and the sunflower. Can you now think of some sentences to compare the pairs of flowers? Very good. The sunflower is taller than the rose. The rose is more beautiful than the sunflower. Well done. طبعا كلنا فاكرين ال comparative form اللي قلنا عليه قبل كده و how to compare between two things. We use the comparative form to compare between the different flowers. Now we need to look at the fact file and read the differences between the flowers. Look at the table and answer the questions. Let's read the table together. How big is the flower for the daisy? 2.5 to 5 centimeter. The rose, about 6 centimeter. The sunflower, 7.5 to 15 centimeter. How tall is it? The daisy, 10 centimeter. The rose, 60 centimeter. The sunflower, from 1 to 3.5 meter. Take care, this is meter. نخلي بالنا احنا قلنا هنا سنتيمتر وقلنا هنا سنتيمتر وهنا بنقول meter. And we know of course that 1 meter equals 100 centimeter. Right. How long does it live? For the daisy, around 6 days. For the rose, around 10 days. For the sunflower, around 2 weeks. طيب, how many days in a week? 7 days. So 7 and 7 equals 14 days. So the sunflower lives for 14 days. The last one in the table. How heavy is it? The daisy, around 20 grams. The rose, around 50 grams. And the sunflower, around 200 grams. Very good. Now, let's go to question number 6, true or false. Read and answer true or false. وقلنا قبل كده قبل ما احل اي سؤال ارجع تاني للباسج بتاعتي او ارجع تاني للفاكت فايل بتاعي. فلازم نرجع تاني نقرا التيبل والفاكت فايل علشان نقدر نحل true or false. Let's start. Okay. Number 1. The rose is smaller than the daisy. Again, number 1. The rose is smaller than the daisy. Look at the table. The rose and the daisy. Is the rose smaller than the daisy? The rose is 6 centimeters and the daisy is 2.5 to 5 centimeters. So is the rose smaller than the daisy? Of course, false. So we will write letter F. Number 2. The sunflower is taller than the daisy. So let's go to the sunflower. 15 centimeters, from 7.5 to 15 centimeters. So the sunflower is taller than the daisy? Of course, the sunflower is the tallest. So we write true. Number 3. The sunflower is the biggest flower. True or false? One more time, number 3. The sunflower is the biggest flower. Of course, it's the biggest flower and the tallest flower as well. So we will write true. Question number 4. The rose lives the longest. Let's look at how long does it live. The rose lives for 10 days, but the sunflower lives for 2 weeks. So when I say the rose lives the longest, is it true? Of course, not true. It's false. The last one. The daisy is the heaviest. One more time. The daisy is the heaviest. Let's go and see. How heavy is the daisy? 20 grams. Is it the heaviest? I don't think so, because the rose is 50 grams and the sunflower is 200 grams. So when I say the daisy is the heaviest, of course, false, because the sunflower is the heaviest. So we will write false. Did you get them all correct? Very good. Now, let's open page 48 and look at the pictures of the flowers and read the sentences. Here we are going to talk about the superlative form. What do we mean by superlative adjective? The superlative adjective is to add est to the word. One more time. What do we mean by superlative? Superlative is to add est to the adjective. Hi. So, a daisy is taller than a lotus flower. A reed is taller than a daisy. كل ده أنا بعمل comparative form، لسه ما عملتش السوبرلاتيف فورم. يعني إيه superlative form؟ يعني هقارن ما بين واحد وهم كلهم وكل دول، هقارن بين واحد وناس كتير، أو مكان وأماكن كتير، أو شيء وأشياء كتير. هو ده السوبرلاتيف، وهو ده الفرق ما بينه وما بين الكومباريتيف. To make a superlative adjective, we add est to the adjective, like tall will be taller, and then to form the superlative, it will be the tallest. Let's read some adjectives that have special rules. Big, bigger, the biggest. What did we do here? The adjectives with one vowel and one consonant at the end. فاكرين احنا قلنا ايه عن ده قبل كده؟ قلنا لما يكون عندي vowel. يعني ايه vowel؟ A, E, I, O and U. And the vowel is followed by a consonant. We are going to double the letter. We are going to double the last letter. So big became bigger with double G. طب أنا هطبق نفس الكلام في السوبرلاتيف؟ يس، طبعا لازم هطبق نفس الكلام في السوبرلاتيف. فهتبقى the biggest برضو with double G. ونخلي بالنا لما أجي أعمل السوبرلاتيف لازم هزود the قبل الادجكتيف بتاعي. My cat is the biggest on our street. Let's go to the other one. Adjectives that end in E, like for example a word like nice. فاكرين برضو لما قلنا لما يكون عندي adjective that ends in E ما ينفعش احط E كمان فيبقى اسمها nicer؟ لا طبعا، هعمل drop ل 1 E فهتكون اسمها nicer with 1 E. طب لما اجي اعمل السوبرلاتيف هقول the nicest. Okay, so the nicest. I will add the est and I will drop 1 E علشان ما يبقاش اسمها the nicest. My city is the nicest place to live. This is the example. Long adjectives. كلمة زي كلمة beautiful. طيب ينفع احط لها اي ار فهي كبيره اصلا احط لها اي ار زياده فتبقى اسمها beautifuler؟ اكيد لا. فاحنا هنجيب كلمه more هنا فيبقى اسمها more beautiful. ده للcomparative. طيب السوبرلاتيف بقى هعمل فيه ايه؟ بدل كلمه more هقول the most وهسيب الادجكتيف زي ما هو. يبقى هنا حطيت more وسبت الادجكتيف زي ما هو عشان الادجكتيف كبير. وهنا قلت the most وحطيت الادجكتيف زي ما هو. وما ننساش تاني لما اجي اعمل السوبرلاتيف لازم احط the. لازم احط the. طيب adjectives that end in y. فاكرين الستوري اللي احنا قلناها طبعا عن الاي والواي. letter E و letter Y are not good friends. فلما يجي E لازم الواي يغير نفسه ويبقى I. فهقول heavy heavier I-E-R and the heaviest I-E-S-T. يعني أنا هطبق الكلام ده في الcomparative والsuperlative؟ هنطبق الكلام ده في الاثنين comparative وsuperlative. وما انساش طبعا أحط the قبل الادجكتيف بتاعي. طيب let's read the example. I have the heaviest suitcase. Very good. Now let's look at number 7 and complete the table together. We need to put an adjective here that becomes taller and then the tallest. Which adjective is this you think? The root of the word. يعني ايه root؟ يعني الكلمة قبل ما احط لها الاي ار او الاي اس تي. Very good. Tall. So number 1 tall. Number 2 big. ازاي هغير big واحطها في الcomparative form؟ ما ننساش موضوع الفاول والconsonant. Very good. So it will be bigger with double G and here هقول biggest؟ لا هقول the biggest. ما ننساش the في الsuperlative form. يبقى the biggest. Excellent, my dear boys and girls. Heavy. What heavy will be? I have here the superlative form already, the heaviest. يبقى أنا مطلوب مني إن أنا أعمل ال comparative. طب what is the comparative form? Heavier. هكتبها إزاي؟ زي ما قلنا E و Y مش هيجوا مع بعض. هنغير Y into I. So it will be heavier. I-E-R. Excellent, my dear boys and girls. Now, the last one. The most beautiful. I want the word itself, the adjective itself, before adding the most. So, I am going to say beautiful and for the other one, the comparative form, I am going to say more beautiful. You are super students today. Now, my dear students, please have a look at the example that I'm going to write on the board. Daisy, Rose, sunflower, and tall. Tell me how to compare between them. Think and take your time. The sunflower is taller than the rose, and also the sunflower is taller than the daisy. يبقى أنا هنا قلت إن ال sunflower is taller than the rose. هي أطول من الروز شوية. وبعدين جيت قلت the sunflower is taller than the daisy. So obviously the sunflower is the tallest. Very good. The sunflower is the tallest flower. Very good. So the sunflower is the tallest what? Flower. Very good, my dear boys and girls. So what did I do here? عملنا ايه هنا؟ عملنا comparative form by saying taller than. وعدنا تاني ال comparative form عشان نقارن ما بين ال sunflower وال daisy. وبعدين في الآخر قلنا the sunflower is the tallest flower and this is the superlative form. Let's erase the board and open page 49. Everyone, look at page 49 and let's write the sentences to compare the plants and animals. Let's look together at exercise number 8. Write sentences to compare these plants and animals. Let's read the words together. Cat, snake, fox, scary. Where is the adjective here? Very good. Scary is the adjective. يبقى أنا هستخدم كلمة scary علشان أعمل comparison, comparative form, and superlative form for sentence number 1. Let's look at the example. A fox is scarier than a cat. A snake is scarier than a fox. A snake is the scariest animal. Let's do number 2 together. Let's read the words. Maize, bean, eggplant, delicious. Where is the adjective? Very good. Delicious is the adjective. So I will use delicious for the comparative form and for the superlative form. So let's do it together on the board. What's a maize? Maize is like the corn. maize هي الذرة. وبين الفول والايجبلانت اللي هو البتنجان. طبعا هنا كل واحد على حسب ما هيحب وهيفتكر ايه هي الديليشس، ايه الحاجات الديليشس اللي بيحبها. Let's do it together. I will write down a maize is. ينفع أقول delicious sir? Of course not. We said that we don't add er for long or for big adjectives. يبقى هنا هستخدم ايه؟ هستخدم more. يبقى the maize is more delicious than a bean. And then I put my full stop because I will start a new sentence. How to make another comparative form? هنقول the bean or a bean, both are correct. A bean is more delicious than an eggplant. And my full stop. هو أنا كده خلصت؟ لا، أنا لسه ما عملتش السوبرلاتيف form. So, which one here is the most delicious? A maize. Very good. So, a maize is the, ما ننساش ده في السوبرلاتيف form, the most delicious food or vegetable. Very good, my dear boys and girls. Let's do number 3 together. I have grape, العنب, orange, lemon, and big. Where is the adjective? Big. Excellent, my dear boys and girls. So let's compare. We will use first the comparative form, and then we will use the superlative form. Let's look here. I can say a lemon is bigger, double G, don't forget, than a grape. Can I make another comparative form? Of course. An orange is bigger than a lemon. So, which fruit is the biggest? Excellent, my dear boys and girls. The orange. Very good. So, an orange is the biggest, وما ننساش الدبل جي بتاعتي, fruit. Let's look at the last one, number 4. Bee, beetle, butterfly, beautiful. I think this one is easy because we know which one is the most beautiful. وما ننساش هنا مش هنقول beautifuler ومش هنقول beautifulest. Let's see how we're gonna solve it. So, a bee is more beautiful than a beetle. What else? Can I make another comparative form? Of course. A butterfly is more beautiful than a bee. Can I make the superlative form now? Of course we can. How to make the superlative form? Excellent. A butterfly is the most beautiful. وطبعا البي والبutterfly والbeetle are insects. So we'll say a butterfly is the most beautiful insect. I am so proud of you. Now let's take a look at number 9. What's the most beautiful flower? Ask and answer. I want you to think, what's the most beautiful flower? I will be waiting for your answers. Do you know that the sunflowers move from facing the east to facing the west during the day? Now, please read the following question and think of any possible answer. Why do farmers grow sunflowers? What do sunflowers produce? يعني ايه produce؟ بيدونا ايه او بينتجوا ايه؟ Sunflowers produce beautiful flowers and also sunflower seeds which people can eat. What do we eat them? Yes, of course we eat the sunflower seeds. Very good, my students. In our next lesson, we are going to make a list of the ways plants help us. And as usual, we are going to have loads of fun. I want to see you next time. Bye-bye.